Alright, welcome back to Decrypted Tech. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Luxa2 GroovyW. This is a Bluetooth wireless speaker set, and it's also a wireless charger. So what we have out here is the wireless charger. As you can see, it's pretty slim. It's a little bit wide as far as most of your batteries or power banks go. However, you do have your wireless charging pad right here. This is where you're going to place everything. You have a power button to turn it on, and then over here you have a power port that allows you to charge something through USB. And you also have an in. This is where you actually charge the unit. When you push the power button, you'll see the blue LEDs will light up to show you how much power is in there. We've been using this one, so of course you won't see a whole lot. But you can actually plug it in via this USB cable and charge it up, and it charges up pretty quickly. And it also charges devices pretty quickly. Through the USB port here, we were able to charge a standard iPhone 5, not the 5S, about 2 times before we got down to this level. And it also is able to charge our Note 3 again about 2 times before it dies. So that's pretty good when you consider the battery capacity of both of those devices. Now over here we actually have the GroovyW. It's in its carrying bag, which is a pretty, actually a very nice one. It's sort of imitation leather there, and it pulls down pretty easily and also holds it very nicely. Inside the bag we also have a small adapter cable. This is so you could plug in something that might not necessarily have Bluetooth. If you want to plug it in, you have on the back here, you have a power button. You have the ability to charge it through a standard USB cable, and you also have your port here. On the front, you just have the Luxa2 logo, and then of course you can see the speakers underneath there. On the top, you have an NFC pad. You can actually lay an NFC enabled phone on top of there, and you can control it directly through this. You have a battery indicator, a microphone, so this can actually act like a Bluetooth speakerphone. You have your Bluetooth indicator light, your play button, so if you're playing something, you can pause and play it from here. This will also answer, and then you have your up and down for your volume. So we're going to go ahead and first we're going to dive into the charging pad. Again, as we indicated, it can charge a phone like a Note 3 using an adapter pad that goes in there. We'll go ahead and we'll show you how this works, and then we'll pull the case off. It takes a couple of minutes. So we'll get this started up. You just lay it on top. It's going to beep, and then it'll pop up a message on your phone saying, hey, you're wireless charging. Now one of the things we did notice with this is that if you are using a case like the OtterBox that we have on here, it doesn't have a very consistent or solid connection. So there are times when it'll feel like it's not making good enough contact with the charging pad, and it'll actually start beeping at you and telling you it's not charging, so it seems to go in and out. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull this off, and I'll show you the adapter that's inside there. Alright, now we've got our case off. We'll go ahead and we'll pop the back off of here. And you can see there's your wireless charging pad. It fits directly on the battery. And if we pull the battery out, you'll see it makes contacts with these 3 contacts that are on the back of the phone. So that's actually what allows it to perform its wireless charging. Get this plug back in. It pushes down once the back is back on. Now you'll notice that there's also an area in here that's a depression that will allow for this. One thing we did notice though is that when you put the case back on, it doesn't want to seal all the way down with that pad in there. So the pad is just a little bit thicker than the case allows for. You can see you have that gap there, and you'll eventually get it to snap in place. It's just not, it doesn't seal as well as it should without that. So again, and of course with just the phone and no case on, when you turn this on and you drop it on, it charges up pretty quickly. It just pops right in there, and there's none of the connectivity issues that we saw with some of the other items, like when you have the OtterBox case in there. And one of the things about this also is that if you do have this charging pad in there, the NFC, at least on the Note 3, doesn't work. So hold on, let me get this charged on, or turned on.
Bluetooth mode has been on.
So if we go ahead and we turn on NFC, which we keep off for security reasons.
Paired.
So we turn NFC on, and we put it on top. Again, because of the fact that you have that charger in there, it's not actually going to connect via NFC with that NFC pad. The charger blocks it. So that's one of the downsides of being able to wirelessly charge your device. Now, we also mentioned that this is a battery pack for this. So if you turn this on, put this on top, it's actually going to charge while it's sitting on top of that battery. So that'll give you an extra, according to Luxa, they say that you can get an extra, the total battery life is about 24 hours. We saw about that much, but it wasn't, it was a little less than 24 hours. Still, it was very good as far as the actual overall battery time. And the battery time of the GroovyW anyway is very good. Now, you heard it say that the Bluetooth mode was enabled. So while that's enabled, you can send information back and forth. You can actually play different things on here, and of course you can have a a conversation over it because it is a speakerphone. When you plug in something, it automatically disables Bluetooth.
Is aux-E mode.
So that Bluetooth icon will turn red to let you know that you're not using Bluetooth, and as soon as you pull it out,
Bluetooth mode has been on.
So it'll turn back on to Bluetooth. And of course you can play the music back and forth through here, and there's also an application for it.
Paired.
And this application, as you can see, will let you do different things. You can actually change the equalizer settings, play radio if you want. So you got different radios that are in here. You can look at different types of radio. It'll pull them up, so whatever you would want to listen to. And you play these directly through the speaker. It's taking it a while to come up. This is a show we haven't actually tried before, so. Alright. So as you can see, the GroovyW is very versatile, I guess is a good word for it. You do have the option of just carrying around a charger that can charge your phone, it can charge your other items that you may have that are USB, let's say something like an iPod or a Zune HD if you're somebody that has that. Oh, there we go.
All the time. That is the worst. Can you please tell me what you're looking at? Well, it looks like my face.
We'll go ahead and stop that.
George Clooney's body. Oh my god.
Alright. So getting back to what we were saying, it's very versatile. It's got a great sound to it. The two speakers in the front actually do fill up a room with sound. We've listened to it using our Galaxy Note 3. We've also used Zune HD and a couple of other devices that we just plugged in there to see what kind of audio that we could get going through those two speakers, and it did a great job. It's portable enough and it's light enough that you could carry this with you if you were to go out somewhere. And of course you have just a great battery life, so if you were to take this even camping with you, this would be a great item to just take along with you for a tent or for a, if you've got like a camper, you can throw it in there. And it's going to give you quite a bit of time. You can charge it up in your car because it's charged through just the standard USB and keep everything going. So once again, this is the Luxa2 GroovyW Bluetooth speaker. If you want to read our full written review and take a look at some more pictures of it, it's right the link right below this video will take you to our site and you can read the full written review. As always, if you like this video, be sure to click on the like button, make sure you share it with your friends, and subscribe to us to stay up to date with the latest news and reviews we have for you.